So now he has very nice complete eyes, and you basically just want to check and make sure you did them nicely. There, and there. So now we're going to continue on and do the mane. Now, as you can see, your model is finally coming together, and mine is coming out very, very nice. Wait, sorry, it's not focusing. He definitely has that kind of scaredish look in his eyes. And it's coming out very nicely. So now we're just going to paint the mane, and you're going to do it this sand color. Do what you always do. Put it on the paper, your cardboard or wherever you're going to put it, and water it down. Now for this step, you're going to use a larger brush. You're going to use your square brush that I showed you at the beginning. And so, sorry, I'm just mixing it so I can get my color. There, it should be this creamy color. And now you just want to paint it very carefully onto your model. You want to take precautions when you do it. This model is easier to do than others, but the mane is the toughest part, because when you mess up on the mane, you kind of mess up on the whole model, because the mane is a large part of the model, and it has to be the main part that's LSQ, or else the model just doesn't come together well. So I finished my mane, and it is very possible to add multiple layers of paint to the mane so that it comes out more complete. Sorry, my light is very annoying. There and there. The mane looks very, very nice. So now what you want to do is just paint in the tail the same way I showed you. You can hold the model wherever you want. Now that you sprayed the matte finish and whatever, just make sure that you don't leave any dark spots. I would suggest washing your hands between every layer so that you don't leave anything back. So now I finished his tail, and your model should look like this. Let me block my light. Yep, and now we're just gonna do the hooves. Before the hooves, we have to do his markings. So I'm gonna give him a couple socks, and definitely a star and a snip, or maybe just a blaze. I'm gonna show you how to do my favorite marking, and you're going to need your detail brush for it. So basically what you do is first you get your white paint and spray out enough and water it. Okay, so what you do is you start at the top and you make some sort of shape, whatever you want. For me, I'm gonna make kind of a starish, ovalish thing. And we're just starting with the outline. And then you make it thin. So you go like this. And then you make a little trail going down, zigzag of course. And at the bottom, also attached to it, you want to do just some sort of little snip. And then fill in the top. So the marking should look like this. I really love this marking. So you can also add another layer of paint to it just to make it more stark white. So while we're waiting for that to dry and we can add our pinking, we're going to do his socks. So for his socks, I'm just going to do jagged little patterns, and you're just going to start without lines. You're not actually going to fill them in. The first one is going to be small. So now I have my first sock. And now on this one, I might want a higher sock, or stocking, or whatever you want. So I finished that sock, and it looks very nice, like that. And I'm also going to do socks on the back feet. So now I've done all the socks, and the face marking is dry, so we're able to do pinking now. Okay, so you gotta get your flesh tone paint, and you're just gonna do what you usually do. Spray it on the board and water it down. It's usually up to you if you want pinking down there, but usually if it's well shaded, you don't need pinking, and just make it darker. So we are going to put pinking on the nose. So my paint is all ready, and I have it on my brush, on my small detail brush, And we're just going to apply it to the bottom of the nose. It does not need to be applied anywhere else on the face, or anywhere in the body actually, unless it was a Pinto and it had a white muzzle and it went inside the nostril, then the pinking would go inside the nostril, but now it does not. Or if it's some kind of horse with white around its eye, it quite possibly would have pinking around the eye. But none of those are in our case, so we're just going to put it on the muzzle. So, you just want to get your model. Sorry, I'm going to block the light again. Just get it on the model exactly where the snip is, but you just want to do it on the bottom of the snip. Don't want to take over the entire snip, because you still want a little bit just for show. But sometimes you can go up. Like mine will look better with it up. So now, let me block the light. I now have this model with pinking on his nose, and he looks very nice. The thing that you definitely can't forget in the eye is you want to do one tiny dot of reflection. And I'll show you what that is. And it goes in each eye. So, that tiny little dot is the dot of reflection, and definitely don't make it too big. It's just made out of white paint. Now I have enough space on my camera to show you guys how to paint the hooves. You're going to need this final color, honey brown. And hopefully you all realize that I did not use one layer of matte finish in all those steps. Don't do it. It'll just waste your finish. You don't need it right now. So, again, put it on your board and water it down. So while doing this, you want to be very aware of the socks you already have on your model, if you have any. And you basically just want to do it like you're doing someone's nails. You start at the top and just drag down. He's looking at you. Isn't he so cute? Personally, I now love this model. He will not be for sale, I don't think. Maybe in the future. So now you've basically finished your model. It has really nice hooves and really pretty eyes. Don't forget the wonderful dappling. And it started from very, very scratchy looking and weird to this wonderful, hopefully LSQ model. I will hopefully have pictures of him up later. And I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial, which took me 8 hours. So now, once your hooves dry and everything's all dry, you can add 5, I repeat 5 layers of matte finish, and you have a wonderful new model for your collection. Happy holidays from Wolf Creek Studios.